We'll be having a good old chat with Mummy Linda. Probably grab Lottie in for something or something else, I don't know. You right, Lot? Yeah. Brand new from LF System. What a tune. Hungry for Love. But now, this is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Francis Reid. The government says its decision to allow Octopus Energy to take over its failed rival Bulb will protect consumers and taxpayers. Bulb has been under effective public ownership since it was bailed out last year. Today's agreement will see Octopus pay what it called a 9-digit sum to inherit Bulb's 1.5 million customers. But Paul Lewis, who presents Moneybox on BBC Radio 4, says the government's still likely to be out of pocket.
It's spent at least £2 billion already, and the Financial Times this morning is putting the cost to the government at £4 billion. This is a massive intervention. So we'll see what happens, but the important thing is customers have to do nothing. They will be seamlessly moved, we hope, and they will eventually become Octopus customers.
Russia has said one of its warships was damaged in what it called a massive Ukrainian drone strike on its Black Sea fleet. Ukraine hasn't commented on the alleged attack in the Crimean port city of Sevastopol. Police have arrested a 19-year-old man on suspicion of murdering a student in Manchester. Luke O'Connor, who was 19, was stabbed in the Fallowfield area of the city in the early hours of Wednesday morning. Officers believe he didn't know his attacker. Rail passengers in Scotland are facing widespread disruption as staff at ScotRail take industrial action in a dispute over pay. Trains are running on just 3 routes in the Central Belt. Phil Campbell, the head of customer relations at ScotRail, described the impact on travellers.
That's a significant reduction in services that our customers would likely see, and particularly frustrating given that we're hosting the Scotland and Australia game today. So far fewer services, and that's a result of the second strike day that the RMT have called. But I will say it's particularly frustrating given that we made an improved offer this week and the RMT bosses refused to put that to members.
Football, and Manchester City have beaten Leicester 1-0 away in the early kick-off in the Premier League. John Akers reports from the King Power Stadium.
City go top by a point for now at least. It was won by a free kick of the highest quality from Kevin De Bruyne just after the break from 25 yards in off the post. Leicester played 5 at the back and frustrated City. Yes, Ward made saves, but they largely kept them at arm's length. They had their moments on the break too, Leicester. And when they switched to a 4 with 20 to go, they did look a threat. Tielemans hit the bar with a volley. Great save by Edison. Subs Iheanacho and Daka also 4 saves, but they just couldn't find a finish to match their endeavour.
And Big Ben will be adjusted back to Greenwich Mean Time for the first time since 2017, when the clocks across the UK are put back an hour tonight. It's been largely silent for 5 years after it was dismantled and repaired in a renovation project. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 4.
Thanks, Francis.
Right.